It's been a hell of a month, boys. Think about this. Diego gets the call. He's not going to make weight. No problem. I'll take the fight. That right there is already mentally challenging. You know, he gets the call that he's out and we want to put somebody else in, and he accepts the fight. And it's a completely different style than what he trained for, and he still takes the fight. The guy he was supposed to fight is ranked in the top 3. The mental challenges that were thrown at this kid tonight, and then Dan Ige, I'm assuming had already ordered the fight and was ready to sit home and watch the fight tonight, and now he's in the co-main event. So you couldn't have 2 bigger studs than these 2 guys tonight. I'll do anything for these guys. I mean, that guy is a monster, absolute monster. And Yuri, again, we're talking about 2 guys who stepped up. Both of these guys had nagging little injuries too. Didn't give a shit. Came in and fought. I'm standing up there with the belt and I had Joe Rogan in my ear the whole time we were up there. Let him fight heavyweight. Come on. Just do it. I know that's what people want to see. We'll see how this whole thing plays out. You know how I feel about Jon Jones, you know, as far as where he sits in the pound-for-pound rankings and the all-time rankings. Time is not your friend in this business, but Michael's been around for a long time. He's accomplished a lot of things. He's at that point in his career. Maybe that's what he wants to do. He's not a dumb guy. He's a smart kid, so whatever he wants to do. I'm not even talking about Conor until Conor's done, ready to fight, and all that stuff. So, yep. I mean, if they came out and said that fight was a draw, that's exactly what I thought that fight was too. Obviously, Ian won the first round. MVP won the second round, and it was 50-50 in the third round. You know what I mean? I think the thing was, you could have got like a 50% refund after the fight fell off, and people didn't do it. They saved, they came, and yeah, I think it's a testament to the trust that we have built with our fan base. When we called him, he was on vacation in Australia, you know, touring around there, going to children's hospitals, training in different gyms, doing things with sponsors. And the guy jumps on a plane and says, yeah, I'll take the fight, and goes right into camp to train as much as he can. He's the kind of fighter that fight fans fall in love with. He's another guy that has moved up and is willing to move up to heavyweight. For all those that don't know what the pound for pound means, that's what it means, guys like that. But still, as long as Jon Jones is still in the conversation and talking, Jon Jones has never lost. He's never lost a fight. His lifestyle outside the octagon, it's not like this guy was, you know, checking, you know, had the greatest nutritionists and was, you know, like, it's quite the opposite of what happened with Jon Jones outside the octagon, and he's never lost a fight. Yeah, I don't know. We got to see how he bounces back from this and let him recover, make sure he's okay before we even start talking about what's going to happen with him again. When you see me standing in the middle of these guys are fucking monsters, man. They're big guys. Imagine that they were both middleweights at one time. It's insane. But they look good at light heavyweight. It's a whole nother level going up to heavyweight. I mean, even as big as Jon Jones is, as good as Jon Jones is, you know, when Jon Jones was moving up to heavyweight, we're like, this is going to be interesting. Not true. If he cleaned out a division and we were like, there's literally nobody left for this guy to fight, and he's 37, if he wants to move up to heavyweight, that's not the case. And when you think about, you said he was 230 today, right? Chuck and Forrest Griffin used to walk around at 230, and they would cut down to 205. That's not big. Some of these heavyweights are 265. They're cutting to 265. It's just a whole nother level. This is the problem, and why people aren't giving Jon Jones the respect for pound. This fucking guy destroyed the best heavyweight easily, made it look like nothing. Jon Jones is the pound for pound best fighter in the world and the greatest fighter fucking ever. Period. End of story. I'm not defending Jon Jones. You know what I mean? Jon Jones has been one of my biggest fucking headaches in the entire time that I've been in this company. You know, the guy hasn't been the model, fighter in the company, and he's the pound for pound best fighter in the world. Yeah. If you were coming into a fight and you fucking got hurt, that means you're not the pound for pound best fighter in the world anymore? How does that even make sense? It doesn't make sense. When he fights, right? If he was sitting out and fucking getting arrested and running around or whatever, Jon Jones is inactive. I'd say, maybe you're right. But as an educated adult, you cannot deny that while Jon Jones is active, he is the greatest fighter in the world.
Did I not say that?
Yes. I don't know what you're arguing about here. I don't even know how we're in this conversation. Where are the helicopters when you need them?